you have to be mad?
Okay, where do I begin with Sweet Home? Hyun is a high school student who, after the tragic loss of his parents in a car crash, moves into these apartments, and he's kind of suicidal, and he's pretty depressed. There's a lot of things that I really, really liked about the show. I think the monster designs are pretty dope. Considering the fact that it's like a TV series, obviously the CGI isn't going to be top-notch Avengers fucking quality, but I feel like they do a pretty decent job, even though the monsters can look a wee bit cheesy at times. There's this really beautiful sequence where a ballet dancer is dancing on the apartment roof, in the same area where Hyun is trying to commit suicide. I thought that the cinematography for this was really stunning and really beautiful, and she's an awesome dancer. There's also a scene with this one gangster dude where he's got some guy wrapped up in like duct tape or some shit, and he's eating ramen noodles. There was one transition between him eating his ramen noodles, and then it cuts to Hyun vomiting his own noodles up. I really liked the transition with that as well. The acting for the first half of this first episode was really dope. It definitely catches your attention, this show. It reels you in. And then it just takes a big metal pipe and hits you in the balls with it. So basically these people start getting nosebleeds, and the sequences where everyone's going crazy is pretty well done. Everybody except for Hyun, because he passes out, meets downstairs in the lobby, where all of the shutters have been closed and locked for some mysterious reason. And then they try to open the shutters because everyone's got to go to work. I don't know why everyone's so determined to go to work. I wouldn't be. Shutters start to raise, and you see this really creepy figure standing outside of, like, the shutters. And it's so scary, and you're really wrapped up on it. And it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And I'll tell you what happens. They start playing Warriors by Imagine Dragons. Like, this monster comes in, and, like, the setup has been perfect. Like, the acting's been good, the cinematography has been good. It's scary. Like, you've got this perfect horror thriller theme going on, and then this monster comes in and starts killing people. And this guy with glasses grabs a fire hydrant and starts spraying the CGI monster with the fire hydrant spray. And it's just like, here we are, don't turn away now. And you're like, holy shit, League of Legends, calm down. It was like they took everything that they had set up until this point and just threw it off of a 10-story building. Me and my fiance were watching this, and I turned to him and I was like, is my Bluetooth hooked up to the TV? Like, I actually couldn't process the fact that they had done such a dramatic tonal shift. It almost ruined the whole thing for me. Like, I almost don't want to go back and watch more episodes, because apparently they play Warriors by Imagine Dragons more than once, which is devastating. Even though it was really funny when they started playing that song, like, it just didn't work. It's like watching a Saw movie. You know the scene where the guy's fucking chopping his leg off with the saw? It's like you're watching that scene, and then they start playing Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. Maybe they think that they're trying to set up a certain tone for this movie. Maybe that song was the only one that they could get copyright for. Maybe Imagine Dragons sponsored them. Who knows? But for the next few episodes, I really hope that this song doesn't ruin the show for me, because it has so much potential to be raw and creepy, but I'm getting the sinking sensation that they're gonna start leaning more into, like, the over-the-top anime edgy style, which is fine in certain styles of live action, but not in a thriller horror movie about people who get infected and turn into, like, creepy ass monsters that, like, savagely murder people. So all in all, I would say give it a watch. Don't be expecting it to be some, like, you know, fucking Game of Thrones-esque dialogue, or, like, don't go into this having really, really high hopes. I went into the first episode of Sweet Home with my expectations a little bit too high, because I've read the webtoon. I haven't read the webtoon all the way through, but already I'm seeing very drastic differences between the comic and the live action series, which is totally fine because some things in comic book adaptations don't translate well to live actions, and I know that better than anybody because I tried to make a movie out of a book and that didn't work. Really like the acting in the first half, and I like the cinematography, and I like the transitions, but the tonal shift happened so drastically that it's almost impossible for me to get over it. Like, it's almost like I've been traumatized and now I have PTSD. And every time I hear the song Warriors by Imagine Dragons, I'm just gonna think of some fucking nerdy dude with glasses spraying a fucking CGI monster in the mouth while, like, pushing him back and saving a big crowd of people. Like, it was so overdramatic. Anyway, guys, that's my first review of Sweet Home. I'll probably do it episode by episode basis. So thanks for coming in. Go watch it if you want to. Like I said, don't go in with high expectations or else you're going to be thoroughly disappointed. And bye. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. I don't give a shit.